Fallout Season 2 Episode 3 is not playing around anymore because the Episode 3 trailer is absolutely insane, and it feels like the show is officially stepping into full war mode. Lucy is trapped. The Brotherhood looks ready to tear the wasteland apart. Maximus is getting more dangerous every second, and Hank is becoming the kind of villain you can't stop once he starts. This trailer didn't just tease action, it confirmed the Civil War is coming, and if you blink, you'll miss the most terrifying clues. So let's break down the biggest moments from the Episode 3 trailer and what they reveal about the chaos that's about to explode. Honestly, I have not seen a Fallout trailer this intense in a long time, because Episode 3 is clearly about to push every character to their limits, and the most shocking part is how fast everything is moving now. The trailer makes one thing absolutely clear: Lucy is no longer safe anywhere. After everything that happened in Episode 2, Lucy's situation has gone from dangerous to impossible because she is now surrounded by people who don't look like they want to negotiate, and if she doesn't figure out a way to escape, she might not even make it through the first half of Episode 3. And what scares me even more is that the trailer shows Lucy's fear growing, but at the same time it also shows her becoming more aggressive, like she is finally realizing that the wasteland does not reward kindness. This is important because Lucy has been holding on to her humanity, and honestly that is what makes her special, but Episode 3 looks like the episode where she might finally be forced to make a choice. Either stay the good person she wants to be, or become the kind of person the wasteland demands. And the trailer strongly hints that she might not get the chance to choose because she is trapped in a place that looks like it has its own rules, its own justice, and its own cruel punishments. At the same time, we also see that Lucy is still not alone in this story because the trailer gives us small but powerful hints that someone is coming, and I truly believe that someone is the ghoul. Yes, Lucy left him behind, and yes, she made a decision that almost killed him. But the trailer has this feeling that the ghoul is not finished with her yet, and I think he is going to return not only to survive, but to hunt, and to take back control of the situation. And honestly, the ghoul is becoming one of the most important characters in the entire season, because he is not just a fighter, he is someone who understands the wasteland better than anyone. So, if Lucy is going to survive this new trap, she is either going to be saved by the ghoul, or she is going to learn to become like him. That's why the Episode 3 trailer is so exciting, because it doesn't feel like another episode. It feels like the turning point. And while Lucy is fighting to survive, the trailer also shows something much bigger happening in the background. The Brotherhood is no longer just expanding, they are preparing for something that looks like open war. We see signs of military movement, fear spreading across communities, and this heavy sense that the Brotherhood is not coming to help anyone. They are coming to take control. And the most dangerous part is that Maximus is right in the middle of all of this, and honestly, he looks more confident than ever. Episode 2 showed us the beginning of his corruption, but the Episode 3 trailer shows us the next stage. Maximus is starting to enjoy power. He is starting to believe that he is meant to lead, meant to dominate, meant to punish anyone who stands in his way. And I hate to say it, but he is starting to look like the kind of character who will justify anything as long as he believes it's for the greater good. That's what makes him someone close. Someone we don't expect, because that's what makes this trailer so dark. Every storyline is moving toward one central disaster: Lucy's survival, Maximus's corruption, the Brotherhood's civil war, and Hank's terrifying intelligence all crashing together. And honestly, I think Episode 3 is about to be one of the biggest episodes of the entire season. Now let's talk about why this trailer feels like a warning more than a teaser, because the Episode 3 trailer is filled with small details that are actually huge, and honestly, it looks like Fallout is about to go from survival story to full-scale war story in one single episode. The very first thing that stood out to me was the way Lucy is shown in the trailer, because she does not look like the Lucy we saw in Episode 1. She looks tired, scared, and most importantly, She looks like she finally understands that the wasteland does not care if you are a good person, and this is exactly what makes her situation so terrifying right now. The trailer hints that Lucy is being forced into some kind of community system, but the energy of that place does not feel safe at all. It feels like the kind of place where people don't just take prisoners, they take control of you. And I think Lucy is going to be pushed into a situation where she has to either follow their rules or face consequences she has never experienced before. And you know what is the scariest part? Lucy is still not skilled enough to fight her way out. She is still learning, she still struggles with pulling the trigger. So if she is surrounded by a group that has experience, weapons, and no mercy, then Lucy surviving episode 3 will not be easy at all. That's why I believe the trailer is secretly building toward one major moment. Lucy being forced to do something extreme, something that will change her forever, something that will make her look back and realize she is no longer the girl from the vault. Because the wasteland doesn't just kill people, it changes them. And the trailer shows Lucy reaching that transformation point. She is still trying to be brave, but her eyes tell a different story. It's like she knows she's running out of luck. And this is where the ghoul becomes the most important piece on the board, because episode 3 trailer gives us a feeling that the ghoul is not finished, not dead, and not weak. Even though episode 2 ended with him injured, the trailer hints that he might recover faster than we expect, and I truly believe he will, because the ghoul is not the kind of character that disappears after one mistake. He has survived for years. He knows how to crawl out of pain and come back stronger. And there's one thing about the ghoul that makes him dangerous. He doesn't rescue people because he's nice. He rescues people because he has purpose. He might act cold, he might act selfish, but deep down, he still has something that keeps him alive, and Lucy is slowly becoming part of that. That's why I think episode 3 will show us a very intense ghoul storyline where he either steals medicine, forces his way into recovery, or even does something brutal just to get back on his feet. Because if Lucy is trapped and he knows she is in danger, then he will not just sit and suffer. And even if Lucy betrayed him, I still believe he will go after her, but the question is, will he save her out of care, or will he save her because he wants something? Because the trailer hints that the ghoul might not be the same person we've been starting to trust. He might become darker, more violent, more unpredictable, and honestly, that makes the whole thing even more exciting, because Lucy might finally see the true ghoul. Not the one who saves her, but the one who survives at any cost. And if Lucy witnesses that side of him, it might push her toward becoming colder as well. Now, while Lucy's storyline is scary, the Brotherhood storyline is straight up terrifying, because the episode 3 trailer is not hiding it anymore. The Brotherhood is preparing for war. They are moving like an army, they are acting like conquerors, and it looks like they are no longer interested in helping the wasteland with cold fusion. They are interested in owning it. The trailer shows this heavy, aggressive atmosphere around the Brotherhood, like there is pressure building inside them. And that's why the Civil War idea is so believable now. Because if the Brotherhood is growing this fast, then there are only two possible outcomes. Either they become unstoppable, or they break apart from the inside. And honestly, it looks like both will happen at the same time. The trailer hints that multiple communities might resist them, and when that happens, the Brotherhood won't back down. They will respond with force, and that force will not be small. It will be absolute. And this is where Maximus becomes the most dangerous character in the show right now, because Maximus is not just becoming a soldier, he is becoming a believer. A believer in power, a believer in violence, a believer in the idea that the wasteland must be controlled by the strongest. An episode 3 trailer shows him standing tall, confident, almost like he has finally found his purpose. And that is scary, because Maximus is not someone who was born evil. He was made evil by pain. He was broken by tragedy. He was raised by a corrupted system. And now he is finally being rewarded for being ruthless. The Brotherhood is giving him respect, giving him status, giving him meaning. So why would he leave? Why would he choose Lucy over this? Especially now that he has tasted what it feels like to be powerful. That's why I feel like episode 3 will show Maximus doing something that shocks the audience, something that proves he is not the same man anymore. And when you add Xander into the equation, the fear level goes even higher because Xander is not just another Brotherhood member. He is a war pilot. That means he is someone with access to destruction on a level we haven't seen yet in this show. He is the kind of character who can erase a city in seconds. And the trailer hints that this duo, Maximus and Xander, might become the face of fear in the wasteland. And if they go on their first bombing mission, then yes, the Civil War begins officially. And once that happens, it won't just be the Brotherhood versus the wasteland, it will be the Brotherhood versus itself as well, because not every Brotherhood member will agree with mass destruction. Some will see it as betrayal of their original mission, and that internal conflict is exactly what a civil war needs. So the trailer is basically setting up two wars at once, an outside war against other communities and an inside war between Brotherhood factions. And if Maximus chooses the wrong side, then Lucy isn't just dealing with wasteland dangers, that she is dealing with a future enemy who once could have been an ally. Now, let's talk about Hank, because honestly, the trailer makes Hank even more disturbing than before. It feels like he is becoming colder and smarter with every scene. And the terrifying part is that Hank is not acting out of emotion anymore. He is acting with calculation. He is testing, improving, perfecting, and the mind control device is the most dangerous tool in the entire series because it can destroy free will. It can destroy identity. It can turn anyone into a weapon. And if Hank learns how to control people without killing them, then he becomes the most powerful man alive. Because you can fight an army, but you can't fight your own mind. And the trailer gives me the feeling that episode 3 is the moment Hank takes the next step. Maybe he tests it on someone stronger. Maybe he tests it on someone important. Maybe he even uses it on someone we care about. And if that happens, then the story changes completely. Because now it's not just about surviving monsters and bullets. It becomes about surviving manipulation, surviving control, surviving betrayal. And finally, we can't ignore Norm because while Lucy is trapped and the Brotherhood is preparing war, Norm is out there walking into a world he does not understand. And the trailer doesn't show too much of Norm, but that itself is a clue. Because when a trailer hides a character, it usually means their storyline includes something massive. Norm is smart, yes, but intelligence alone does not protect you outside. The outside world does not reward cleverness the same way the Vault did. It rewards strength, experience, cruelty, and luck. And Norm has none of that yet. He is stepping into a world filled with raiders, traps, creatures, and people who will smile in your face and stab you the second you turn around. And if Norm is traveling with people who just woke up after 200 years, then they are even more vulnerable. They have no idea what's waiting for them. So I truly believe episode 3 will show Norm facing his first real outside world disaster, something that will test his mind, his courage, and his ability to survive without comfort. And honestly, if he survives that, then Norm might become one of the strongest characters in the entire season. So yes, this trailer is insane. Not because it shows explosions, not because it shows danger, but because it confirms the season is entering its darkest phase. Lucy is trapped. The ghoul is coming, Maximus is becoming a monster, the Brotherhood is preparing war, Hank is evolving into a terrifying villain, and Norm is walking into hell with nothing but his brain. Episode 3 is not just another episode, it's the episode where the wasteland truly begins to burn. Now, the most important part of this episode 3 trailer breakdown is understanding what the trailer is truly building toward, because yes, it shows chaos, fear, and war energy, but the real story is hidden beneath all that noise. And honestly, the trailer is screaming one message louder than everything else. The Civil War is not coming. It has already started. It may not look like a full battlefield yet, but the seeds are already planted, and episode 3 looks like the episode where those seeds finally explode into violence. The Brotherhood is no longer acting like a disciplined organization that wants order. They are acting like a power-hungry empire that is ready to crush anyone who does not kneel. And this is exactly where things become dangerous, because the Brotherhood's cold fusion strategy is not about helping people. It is about dependency. If they give cold fusion to a community, that community becomes weak because now they rely on the Brotherhood for survival. And once you rely on them, you can't resist them. That is why I believe the trailer is giving us hints that multiple communities are starting to panic, because they are realizing what the Brotherhood's real plan is. It's not peace, it's control. And the moment communities stop accepting their help and start resisting, the Brotherhood will respond with war. And what makes this even worse is the internal conflict inside the Brotherhood itself. Not everyone inside the Brotherhood agrees with the direction they're going. We saw in episode 2 that some people still understand that the Brotherhood is corrupted. D&E's conversation with Maximus wasn't just a random scene, it was a warning. It was the show telling us that the Brotherhood is splitting into two sides. The side that wants power and the side that still remembers what they were supposed to be. And this is exactly where episode 3 becomes terrifying, because when an organization like that starts fighting itself, things do not just become violent, they become unpredictable. The Brotherhood could turn on itself, and when that happens, the wasteland becomes the battlefield. That means civilians become targets. Communities get wiped out, cities burn, and that's why the trailer feels so intense, because it doesn't show a slow buildup anymore. It feels like episode 3 might start with immediate destruction, like the show is telling us, you've had enough setup, now it's time for consequences. And speaking of consequences, the biggest one might be Maximus, because in this trailer, Maximus doesn't look like someone who is confused anymore. He looks like someone who has chosen his path. And that scares me, because Maximus is not just becoming powerful, he is becoming confident in his power. And confidence is the final stage before corruption becomes unstoppable. In episode 2, we saw him making decisions that were questionable. In this trailer, it feels like he's ready to make decisions that are unforgivable. The respect he is getting from the Brotherhood is doing something dangerous to him. It's feeding him. It's giving him the feeling that everything he does is justified. And this is the kind of character arc that can lead to the most heartbreaking moment in the entire show. Maximus becoming the villain we all hoped he wouldn't become. Because, let's be honest, we all want Maximus to switch to the good side eventually. We want him to choose Lucy, we want him to become a hero. But what if episode 3 is the episode where he goes too far? What if he does something so brutal that even if he regrets it later, he can never fully come back? That's what makes this trailer so painful, because it feels like Maximus is standing at the edge of a cliff and he's not stepping back. And Xander's introduction only makes it worse, because Xander is the kind of person who doesn't think emotionally. He thinks like a soldier, he thinks like a pilot, he thinks like someone who has already accepted that bombing people is just part of the mission. And if Maximus joins forces with someone like that, then Maximus will be influenced in the worst way possible. Because Maximus already has anger, he already has pain, he already has the desire to rebuild the world, and Xander will give him the tools to do it through destruction. This is why I believe episode 3 will show Maximus and Xander performing the Brotherhood's first true act of terror. Something that will make the wasteland fear them. Something that will make the audience realize, okay, the Brotherhood is not a heroic force anymore. And once that happens, Lucy's storyline becomes even more dangerous, because Lucy will not just be running from raiders and mutants anymore, she will be running from a war machine. And now let's talk about Lucy again, because the trailer is hinting that Lucy might be the emotional heart of episode 3, and her character development is about to hit the hardest. Lucy is trapped, but that trap feels like more than just being captured.